Renewable this, replaceable that, sustainable the other. These are three words that are really being used ad infinitum by agencies in the media and advertising sector around the world. It's because it's the flavour of the moment. Governments and all sorts of entities have jumped on the climate bandwagon. It's the next big thing to follow, I suppose. And actually, this morning, 3 British companies, all 3 of which have got the word renewable in their title, are looking to raise a little bit more money. And the sensationalist news stories that have ensued are saying that the 3 companies want to raise a combined £1 billion on the London Stock Exchange. 2 of those companies are already listed on the FTSE 250 index, and they want to list a little bit more shares, sell a bit more shares into the public domain to try to get towards FTSE 100 status. Whether they will do that or not, who knows. However, these climate-orientated, fluffy sounding names are the flavour of the moment. But they pale into insignificance compared to other areas, and that's really what should be paid attention to. The climate bandwagon might be a loud noise on the television, but it is nothing compared to the influencer-driven market that other companies on other stock exchanges have managed to get themselves into. If you look across the Atlantic in the US, some companies that haven't even produced a single product yet are raising way in excess of that. There's Canoo, the electric vehicle company. I suppose you could say that was a little bit climate orientated, but it's innovation and technology that's driving that. Haven't even delivered one vehicle yet, and it's having a $1 billion valuation on the Nasdaq. Entering the Nasdaq a few months ago via a SPAC listing, which is one of those blank check companies that allows new entrants onto the public stock exchanges to bypass the usual due diligence associated with getting listed in the first place. So yes, you can have renewable or sustainable or pictures of all sorts of fluffy wildlife and the polar ice cap to market yourself and try and guilt people into investing and pretending that that is the future of business, is getting around all the fossil fuels and at least appearing to do so. But the reality is that the influencer-driven markets, whether they be Reddit boards or meme stocks or cryptocurrency or companies like Canoo that have gone onto the stock exchange very quickly and got a huge investment and lots of investor interest, because volatility is what people are looking for. Volatility is the lifeblood of the markets. And I think we live in an age now where the self-empowered traders that are on the Reddit boards and on the Twitter feeds and so forth that are influencing their own markets, they are looking for volatility and good trading opportunities. They're not looking for pictures of animals on the polar ice cap or companies with trendy sounding climate orientated names. That's just marketing blurb. It's the flavour of the moment. So I think when you look at this £1 billion combined effort that the 3 renewable energy companies are trying to get hold of, I think you have to look beyond that, because the influencer-driven tech stocks are giving it a big drubbing, and that's where the sensible minds are going.